Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this series that we're putting together. This series, of course, has us going over what I think are the best cards for this new set. The new set is called the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and this video goes over what I think are the top 10 masterpiece cards in no particular order. Alright, let's get to it. Here's the first one, Bishop of Binding. Bishop of Binding is a vampire cleric. It's a white card. It says here, when this card enters the battlefield, exile opposing creature. That's pretty good by itself. It does gain that bind emblem, which means that it can come back, alright, but it's still very useful. It says here, when this creature attacks, your vampire creatures get +X/+X. X is the base cost of the last card in your opponent's exile. Alright, so really cool. I really think that's the best part of this card. Your vampires are going to get a nice buff every single turn. So really good stuff. I look forward to using this one, hopefully in a vampire deck that's going to be really quick and really nasty. Okay, here's the next one, Monoc Crypt. I do like this one here. This is a good one. It's an artifact card. At the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to your planeswalker colors. I do like that part because I think being able to convert gems is really useful. You'll be able to convert gems here. The part that I really like about this card is this mana field. Alright, it says the first card in your hand that can gain mana gains full mana. That's really good. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll use those Mox Jet, Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire, those ones. Those ones are really good, and I like to make sure that I pair it nicely with a card that will convert mana for me. And this card does both of those things, right? Very cool. Here's the next one I like this one a lot. Life Insurance. When a creature enters the battlefield, your opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Then increase this card's level by 1. Okay, that's the important part over here. You can read the rest yourself. I think that's really good. You can use that with like Sorin 1 and Sorin 1's third ability. That's going to help creatures get really nasty, really big. I kind of like to use this one with a creature card that does some damage, or you know what, I'm looking for a card that's going to help you to make creature tokens. I think that's going to be a really good one with this. If you get those creature tokens down, they should trigger this ability here very nicely. Okay, here's the next one, Tempt with Discovery. Convert 20 gems to green. That's basically all you guys need to see, right? 20 gems to green. It does cost a lot here. You see it's 25, but you know what? I think the end result is you'll be able to pay it off. So you'll get your money back, kind of thing. You put the 25 up front. It's gonna pay for these gems to be converted to green. You'll get 20. You'll be able to make 25 back, no problem. Okay, here's the next one, Zilortha, Strength Incarnate. It's a dinosaur creature. It's pretty expensive, but you can see it's kind of worth it here. At the beginning of your turn, this creature gets XX. X is this creature's power. That's really good because it's going to continue to buff itself. It's going to get bigger and bigger, kind of exponentially every single turn. Very good card here. Here's the next one, Hall of Gemstone. This is a good card. Mana field, gain an extra swap, then increase your mana bonuses by 7 until the end of turn. So really what it's going to do is going to help you to get a lot of mana into the hand. That's going to help you to pay for stuff. It's a really nice one here. Here's the next one, Snaring Bridge. This is a good one. I do think this is going to be quite useful. At the beginning of each player's combat, all creatures can't attack until the end of turn. Alright, so there's a bad thing with this card, and the bad thing is that you're not going to be able to attack either. Alright, but there are planeswalkers out there that don't need to attack in order to do damage. I'm thinking of Angrath. Angrath is one of them, right? This will help Angrath lock down the opponents so that you don't attack, they don't attack, but you're doing damage to them because of that third ability that Angrath has. Good stuff here. I'll read it to you. It says, at the beginning of your turn, your opponent loses X life. X is the number of creatures in play. That, of course, is going to help you to do some extra damage too. Good stuff. I think you can also pair this nicely with City on Fire, which should be pretty nasty together. Alright, here's the next one, Shauku and Bringer. At the beginning of your turn, if you control another creature, this creature can't attack until the end of turn. When this creature enters the battlefield, if you control another vampire, reinforce this creature. At the end of your turn, if this creature doesn't attack this turn, exile target creature, then this creature gets plus X plus X. X is the number of cards in all exiles. I think this is a good card. You're going to be able to use this card in decks where you try to load up the exile cards, right, in somebody's exile. You're going to be able to make this creature really big, really nasty. I do like that it's got some creature removal added to it with that exile target creature ability. So this one is going to be good. This is one of those that you got to kind of build around it. And if you can build a deck around it, it's going to be quite nasty. Okay, here's the next one, Captain Ripley Vance. This is a nice one, human pirate. When you cast a creature, this creature here gets +3/+3. When you cast a spell, deal 6 damage to your opponent's planeswalker. When you cast a support, the first card in your hand gains 9 mana. There's a lot of ways you can use this, right? You can find this will be pretty useful in a deck that casts a lot of creatures, alright, because you'll get 3/3 every single time. You can also use this in a deck that doesn't have a lot of creatures but has a lot of supports that cost less than 9. If you get that going, you'll be able to put down the card that costs less than 9, that nice support. It's going to trigger this one that's going to give you 9 for your first card in your hand. So hopefully that's another support, and that's going to help you to continue like a small chain there. Good stuff. Here's the last one, Ancient One. Descend 4. At the beginning of your turn, if your descend support level is 4 or more, this creature loses defender and gains leader spirit. There's some more to this card here, but I like to focus on that first part, leader spirit. You can find in the game, there's going to be a lot of tokens, like spirit tokens. What I would try to do is I'd put this creature with a deck that puts out a ton of those spirit tokens. What you're going to be able to do is put this guy in. He's going to eat up all those tokens and become really, really big. Yeah, I do think this one is a good card. Okay, so please like and subscribe. You guys know how it goes. That really helps the channel. Please also share with your friends. That's going to help us out a lot too. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good gaming.